alone, please. Leave my Vascom alone. This is my Vascom. Hello guys, welcome back. In today's videos, we're going to react AfriForum faces EFF. This is a serious topic we need to focus on, but remember, if you're watching this video, no one is attacked. Is this an open discussion? No one is attacked, guys. Let's put your mind to say like no one is attacked. Having a conversation as others they think others are better than others they think they're better than others.
Put at paper targets and drink.
Sorry. So say we are back. Let me. Oh my God. Let me relax. Right. Let's all relax. Let's all relax. Let me do like this. I want to see it's working. Let's all relax. It's working. So I was saying like welcome guys. In today's videos we're going to react on Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer clan debate. Is EFF versus AfriForum. EFF is fighting for black people, white AfriForum is fighting for white Afrikaner. So what's happening is open discussion. No one is attacked. We're just having conversation. Sometimes the fact that's going to not sit well, the opinions that are not going to sit well. But remember, this is an open discussion. Like I said, no one is attacked. No one is attacked. We're just enjoying the conversation. We're just going with the conversation and learning from that because include history, includes lots of stuff. So let's give them a chance to speak.
Brandy and Coke. This is what they're doing, and that's all they're going to be doing moving forward.
Evidence is material, Kali. Especially when you're dealing with a hot button issue like this, when you're trying to link the singing of a struggle song to the murder of people. And it goes back to people won't believe it unless you provide proof. South Africa is a violent country. People die on a daily basis. So how do you draw that link?
No, I think there's something like moral behavior. If you know people are offended, why would you do it? We don't offend.
Why you want to feel special? We are not offended when we go to Orania. There's this guy who will kill our people, our forefathers during apartheid. Like when we go to Orania, like now, they are people. They are what is they call statues of people we're killing. We still offended even today in 2026. Why we should be controlled by usings from hundreds when our people have been tortured? Come on, say.
People, because we want to build the future where there's mutual recognition and respect. And the judge had it wrong. You don't have to prove the link. You can simply show that this hate has a detrimental and a negative effect.
Which hate, say? When people speak the truth is hate. When people say there's no genocide, everyone experiences crime is a hate. Where is hate? When your people separate themselves in our own country, in the black land, which hate you are talking about exactly?
On people, the fact is, to say this is racist, to be against this, I must truly say, I think the EFF are a number of people, as I've said, the minority, going around singing a chant to say people should be killed on the basis of their race. That is the most extreme form of racism. So they've lost all moral authority to come and tell us we are racist. There's only one racist in this room, and that is the person Sanawi sees in the morning when he looks at the mirror. And of course, I want to put on record.
So like, I'm going to give people a chance to speak. And there's a comment there we're going to read all together when time goes, because of this thing is an open discussion. Like I said, I encourage people to participate, to talk about these sensitive topics and to educate the world. Because I think that is trending and telling Trump to say, hey, Trump, there's genocide in South Africa and what, those kind of issues. Like when we open this stage like this, is to show like there's no such thing like this, right? And to say like this, what he believes.
That we are against all murders. You can go on our track record, our safety structures, work with all communities, with taxi associations. Advocate Gary Nel, 95% of the people he represents are black people that have lost their families, that have been left in a lurch by a criminal justice system. So we...
Though as we want the land, Crime is something that's happening everywhere. You go to Europe, there's crime. You go to India, there's crime. Crime is everything that is happening everywhere. The only thing that we focus on is to get the land of our forefathers first. That's what important. Getting the land of our forefathers so we can run our businesses. How? How?
We're the only organization that says we want to unite people. We are working with all cultural groups, and we will not offend people because we all have children. If you look at the vast majority of peaceful people in this country, and it's not a 10%, it's a 90%. We all want the future for our children, and we will continue to work that. We have to make a prosperous country, and we cannot allow
like the thing of like people, when they come to media, they want to appear good, they want to appear. Why Orania exists for the first place? Because I know like you guys defend Orania, separating people in our own land, and ANC is doing nothing. It violates the constitution of this country, but still it's here. And we're going to talk about united, you coming together, building a future together. What are you talking about? Building a future together, how? While we're still waiting for the land of our forefathers.
Radical groups that thinks it's a joke if they dance on a stage telling that we should be killed. We will fight this till the bitter end,
right.
and the communities will fight with us. If you look at what happened on the 20th of March, the communities in this country from all races took hands to say we will not let the EFF destabilize this country. And what we saw is that the EFF failed dismally.
No, like, you guys have a problem with EFF. How can EFF have thousands of black people? How? Even like EFF is dangerous to our people because you guys Trump offer you a refugees. You understand? Don't need degree, but smart.
National shutdown was a national letdown, and they will fail again because we will work with all cultural communities to say we need to promote mutual recognition and respect, and we will take a firm stance. They should not see...
You are playing with fire. This guy is playing. Which cultural group are going to work with? Because the only thing is to... The only thing that guys you do is to separate. That's the only thing that I can give you guys. Like, you are good at that, and that thing. You understand? You know, that's the thing that we are focusing on when it comes to AfriForum. AfriForum.
Our view to say we want...
You want what?
Peace. They shouldn't see it as weakness. We will fight for peace, and we will do it with all communities in this country.
Fight for who? Peace from who? Who gives you problem?
I wonder what's the way forward, Sinao, where both are drawing the line in the sand. You call what Kali is saying racist. He's responded with the same. What's the way forward?
Look, I don't think AfriForum has much standing in South African society, and it's...
Facts, you don't have. We don't have. The only thing they have is to separate and not want to share the land of our forefathers. There's this guy say like, if you think I'm going to take this land without paying any compensation, you are living a dream. Respecting us like how they did respected our forefathers. Respecting us like how they did to our forefathers. So like you are living a dream if you think I'm going to take the land without paying any compensation. Respecting us in Africa, just in Africa. I will understand if like these things were happening in Europe. I will definitely understand.
It's laughable for them to think they have a moral authority to lecture us on racism. They're the ones who have been defending the apartheid flag and fighting for it to be sown high in this country, a flag that has been representative of cruelty and human rights violations in this country since apartheid times. They are the ones.
The flag that's it, like black people have no rights. That have no rights. So like black people, the flag that were torturing our people, the flag that were doing wrong things to our mothers, the flag that make us to be landless today. We are landless today.
Ones will defend is them. A song that was sung at Flag Plus when our people were being tortured, were fighting for the liberation of this country. So there's no moral authority that AfriForum has, but also there's no numerical authority they will ever have to undermine the growth of the EFF, to undermine the influence of the EFF in terms of the public debate in society. There's nothing they can do. So there's no way forward we're going to chat with an aspirant AVP Buremach group that is interested in protecting the rights and the land that was stolen from African people and protecting a minority by stoking up non-existent genocidal calls.
Facts. Only facts. Though you see like why people love EFF. You understand why people love EFF. You understand like when you say like why people love EFF. He's only speaking the truth, and the truth that we are seeing it, the truth that we can point, you know, not the truth that like we cannot see, we cannot point it. It's a truth that we can see it. It's a truth that we can point it. Yeah. Wow, man. Wow. Only the truth.
They are creating if you can ask him what genocide means now, he can't tell you. He can't give you statistical evidence that links the thing of kill the poor, kill the farmer to the murder of people. So there's no way forward we can chat with an organization that is using Swat Khafar to fundraise. That is what they are doing. And that's how they must be characterized.
Yeah, there's no need. There's no need because they're going to be on one thing that doesn't make any sense. There's no need. You're like you're wasting your time. You are wasting your time.
That was point, Kali. Even the judge sitting in the Equality Court said that AfriForum had failed to show that the lyrics in the song could reasonably be construed to demonstrate a clear intention to harm or incite to harm and to propagate hatred. Why couldn't you prove it back then?
Good question. Good question. Answer that question. How? Why didn't you prove it then? Good question. I love it.
At that case, I mean, you are appealing. It's going to be heard, I think, in September. What new evidence do you have?
No, the judge made a huge mistake. With regard to hate speech, you don't have to prove that. If you look at the Kwelani case, he made negative remarks towards gay people. The Constitutional Court had to look.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You're talking about hate speech? You're talking about serious issues here. This guy is playing. This guy is playing. Never, you are playing, man. You are here to play. When you are playing.
Was there a correlation? Could he prove that gay people were harmed? And the court said it is not necessary. So now to play around to say, well, you can't prove it, so we're going to go on. People are literally being killed. And if they want to...
Killed by who? Who killed these people? Let's start from there. Who killed these people? Criminals. They must not be arrested. They must be arrested. So I don't understand who killed these innocent people who done nothing. They must not be arrested. They must be arrested because of the criminals. That's why we have laws in South Africa. We have police officers.
Downplay it. There's such a thing as proportionality. To be a farmer today is twice as dangerous than being a police officer.
That's nonsense.
That is, of course, the
Nonsense.
truth. You're ill-informed in this
Nonsense.
To be a farmer, like to be a black farmer or to be a white farmer. Because when, like if things are unsolved, you can't move forward when things are unsolved. Because of the thing of like, they think that black people, because of the unsolved issues of the land, they've stolen the land, they beat our people, they've done those wrong things to our people. So it's become unsolved things, it become things that are unsolved. You understand? So when things are unsolved, when black people talk about their land of their forefathers, they are shaky. You understand? And when crime happens, they believe, oh, since they sing about the song, they're killing our people because of they want their land of their forefathers back. And it's not like that. You understand? It's not like that. This was like, oh, let's make this thing spicy and invite our father Trump. They go there and tell Trump, hey, Trump, Trump. He what?
They brought a book,
Listen,
a fake book. They brought a fake book. Yeah,
let's-
this is not lesser rate than farmers.
Okay, let's complete your point and then we'll come to you, Sana.
prove that. But we're also worried about murders on the Cape Flats. Our safety structures are involved there.
By the way.
Yeah. So for somebody to sit here playing the big man while people are being killed and our country's future is placed in jeopardy, we won't stand for that. So he can accuse us of everything, but we will go ahead to build a better future.
I think AfriForum are the most skilled people at manufacturing non-existent evidence.
Like, like if there was genocide, right? If there was genocide, they said, if there was a genocide, their father said, like, come back home. Because of they say, like, in South Africa, they are busy taking their land back, they're not treating white people. Say, like, come back home. Why didn't you go home? Just imagine, people have been killed. People have been killed and you are still here. Why you are still here? Why you are still here if like there's genocide and there's opportunity to like come back home, leave black people with their own country, come back home, but you are still here. And then I'm going to say like it's genocide. Hey, AfriForum, hey.
And one of the things that we must be able to highlight to the people of South Africa is that he tried to bring his friend Ernst Roots as an expert witness at the Equality Court. Ernst Roots was dismissed as the fast that he was with his book that they wrote after drinking brandy and coke. They were dismissed from that court because they thought that what they were doing, because they are white and because they think their opinion, to justify this maniacal farce of that there's a genocide in South Africa of white people. This is what they do in public record in order for people to panic because they want funding from international right-wing formations and institutions and individuals. This is what they are doing. They fundraise on the basis of lies. They fundraise information. And
let me do this. Today, you are living the past. Whatever 5 years or 2 years or a month ago is paying off today. The life we must
characterize them as such.
technicalities of burden of proof, right? But in the court of public opinion, sometimes the threshold is different. In order to persuade somebody that something is wrong, you need to have some sort of evidence that kind of correlates what you're saying. In the absence of that, how are you going to convince people?
No, if you want to look what speech is, and maybe our colleagues in the EFF should just go and look at the Constitution. You are not allowed to make a call for violence against people on the basis of race. That is what the Constitution says. It doesn't bring a burden of proof. And we're just saying, even if you look outside of the law, let's look at it more. Is it justifiable morally? And maybe I shouldn't ask the EFF because morals have never played a huge role in their organization. But morally, you chant something to say kill somebody on the basis of race while people are being killed. That is not the way we can build a future. And as I've said, fortunately, and we work on grassroots level. We have 168 community safety structures. And we work with all communities, from all cultural communities to make our towns safe.
Which cultural communities? Which one? Like when you listen to AfriForum, you lose your mind. Which one say? Because of not the only thing I see, the people say like they want to be separated, hey, their culture, hey, this and this. That's the only thing that I will remember with AfriForum. AfriForum, like it wants to separate themselves from other cultures. That is why we have Orania. I don't know this guy. You understand? AfriForum is for African, is the Boers who came here and done whatever they done to our forefathers and benefit the wealth, the land, everything of our forefathers.
And we don't pick up what we hear from the EFF. So we are fortunate that we know the majority of people don't do this, but it doesn't mean we should laugh it off. It is extremely dangerous because only a few people can murder people. And we did not hear the EFF condemn the slitting of the throat of Theo Bakker a day after they sang this. They did not condemn it. So for them now
Why should we condemn it?
Because it's a person that's murdered.
6,200 people die in this country now, January to March. How many murderers must we condemn? Must we condemn all of them?
Okay.
What's special about white death?
Why? What? Why is special? What about Indians? What about Chinese? What about black? What about? Yeah, I love the question.
I think it must be elevated about everyone else's.
Now you see
Why? Why do you exceptionalize white death so much? Above the death of thousands of people in this country. How many people must we condemn? How many murderers do you want us to condemn? Why must we condemn white people who are because white people are murdered?
On black people.
What's special about white people that we must condemn those? So
in fact, yeah, what's special? What's special? Ask us. Tell us. Maybe we need to know. Tell us, maybe we need to know.
Why do you want us to condemn them? Why must we condemn specific murderers? Why do you want us to condemn specific murderers? On what basis?
Because you think that they should be murdered.
You know, the lack of sophistication that we're dealing with here, because we've explained time and time again that kill the poor, kill the farmer is a chant against the system of oppression, a system of economic exclusion of black people at the
Right. When we're getting killed, when our forefathers have been killed,
at the benefit of whites, a system of exclusion of black people from land, from mineral wealth, from the means of production. We've explained this. The court has accepted this logic. The court has stated this logic. Now, because courts are agreeing with the EFF's sound logic, suddenly they're not making sense. Suddenly they are wrong. Suddenly they are irrational. Suddenly we must mobilize international communities to stand against domestic courts of South Africa, because someone thinks that white death matters more than the death of black people in this country. And we must condemn murderers of whites, but all other murderers, it's by the way, the Cape Flats also we were worried.
I just want to ask.
This is racism.
If this is
yeah, but like why you make it like that? I think like I love how you answer him questions. It's beautiful. Very beautiful how you ask him these questions. Why is like that?
Simply a literal, it should not be taken literally. Would he give an undertaking that the EFF will not call for the slaughter of white people?
We'll never do that.
Okay,
We'll
so
never do
then
that.
it's clear.
We won't take an instruction to take undertakings by you.
Remark.
We're not
That
going
is,
to take any instruction to make any undertaking from a Buremach AVP aspirant.
They did say, though, that it shouldn't be taken literally. But why can't we give the benefit of doubt to the South African public to say that they do understand that this has historical context?
Yes.
It is.
They must understand, because of we're not allowed to be controlled, and people because of like I watch this thing of Orania, where they go to present like we are here for our culture and blah blah blah, this kind of stuff. You understand? They say like this. It preserve their culture. Those kind of issues, you know. And for us, the problem.
Sung now without the literal meaning or agitating the attack. Yeah. Why can't we give South Africans the benefit of doubt?
No, we give the benefit of the doubt to the vast majority.
Let's give people to comment chance. 4.2. Superior logistic, brain cope. A guilty conscience will make a claim in your life in there because of you feel revenge for what you did. Definitely, this is what I just said. I just explained. So like the thing of like because of they've that thing of like, oh my God, our sister they do bad, they stole their land indeed. What if they're coming back for us? You understand? It's a thing like that. What if they're coming back for us? We did them back during apartheid. They lost their land. They are landless today because of our forefathers. What if they want their land back? You understand? This thing like it comes back. You understand? It's coming back. So they believe they think like we want to. We make a mistake by forgiving people who never sorry. When they say kill them, literally they did it. This song was sang away back, acted so bad. EFF's feeling FMB Stadium has become a form of flesh. It has black and white. Let's give flowers to our spokesperson. That nonsense will make him to drink water because of the attack. Okay. AfriForum has a funny way of uniting people. They want to go to fight, display the old flag. Fundraising, many got school as for Brendan Cook. This is not your farm. This is not your farm. So like this is not your farm. The problem with us black people is not to forgive people and never ask forgiveness. This is unless Ubuntu thing. Ubuntu thing affect black people. You know, we welcome people in your country. After we welcome them, they attack our forefathers. That is the thing. That is a big mistake we have done. That's a mistake that we have done as black people. Forgiving people who don't want forgiveness. You understand? Who don't want anything, then we forgive them, and then after that, they attack us.
Majority of black people in the country, because we know the vast majority of people are peaceful. But we are worried about those thugs that take this literally.
100,000 FNB Stadium thugs.
Yeah. Well, we know after you failed on the 20th of March, they had to use liquor, threats for the public representatives, food and T-shirts to fill up the stadium. They had to try and save face after they failed dismally.
How many people have died?
They were
from
defeated
FNB
on the
Stadium? How can you prove it?
Why you care? Because it still doesn't care about black people. Why are those questions to make a debate? Dog, not like I will say to Black Shalia Fash in this video, AfriForum doesn't care about you. AfriForum doesn't care about, they care about only their people. Same as the V plus or again. That guy who say like white kids they're living South Africa because of they're not getting a job here, because of BBE, because of affirmative action. You understand? So like because of affirmative action, do those kind of issues that doesn't make any sense. And then you think they care about you? Even like to ask this question, you just want to make a debate.
Prove it. Prove how many people have died because of the child.
Let's
I
take
can
it.
prove that you're not willing to say you will not kill
I'm not going to take any instruction from you to take
Well, maybe it's we're playing with regards to semantics, right? Maybe it's the heat of the moment and somebody doesn't want to admit something on this platform. But the general understanding is that no harm should be should come to another person, right? And I think that is understood now, right? So why can't we meet in the center here? Is it all about just the public bluster? Is that what we're dealing with?
They want money. They need money. They have no interest in meeting in the middle. They need the narrative of genocide to rise so they can fundraise to go to the bushes and shoot at paper targets. This is what they need. AfriForum survives on creating a false narrative of genocide and farm murders in South Africa as if they're at an exponential.
Yeah, but this thing's been ongoing, man. It's been ongoing, but last day it got fire. They've been saying this, hey, there's white genocide in South Africa because of like, when crime happens, South Africa is Africa country, right? It's Tanzania, where like black people are staying here. Majority of black people, because of this is their land, right? So like now, based on that, they believe that AfriForum, they believe that black people, they target like only white farmers, not black farmers. You understand? And it's not like that. It's not like that. So I was able to come to explain, so like, no, things are like this, things are like this, no, things are like this, things like this, no, things, you understand? Because of they believe and we can't do nothing about it.
Rate above general crime in South Africa. They exceptionalize themselves because they think white lives matter more than black lives. They need money. They fundraise about stoking Swart. They've done this in 1994. When Mandela became president, they said there's going to be a genocide. It didn't happen. When Mandela died, they said there's going to be a genocide. It didn't happen. Now we're going into one of the most landmark elections in 2024, and the EFF has scared them with FNB Stadium. Now they must stoke another genocidal cry.
In fact, they've been saying that. They've been saying that when during apartheid they say like when
before I go to my digital audience.
He's just ill-informed. AfriForum didn't exist in 1994. We only found it in 2007.
Same thing.
But can I just
last point to you, and then we go to digital audience.
Say one thing to what he said. He said we don't want to meet the middle ground. We had, in the first case when this happened, we decided and went into a mediation process with Julius Malema and the ANC to solve this problem with Julius Malema sitting there. And in the end, it was agreed that the ANC...
To solve which problem exactly? To solve which problem exactly? So what's happening in South Africa? This is a question. What is happening in South Africa? I saw guys, so to the step with beautiful topic we are in. I saw people go to accident are happening like no one business. What is happening to South Africa, guys? Comment there if you know what is happening with these drivers who killing our kids. So let's go back and focus on the issue of the land, the issue of AfriForum. So for me, I feel like AfriForum, man, it's not good. That's how I feel. AfriForum is not good at all. Doesn't bring peace. It's always finding ways to make things bad and hard. That's my say when it comes to AfriForum.
And Julius Malema will ask their supporters not to sing it. So you have a man now that says he spoke and we agreed on that, and he just turned his back on.
Not to speak what? Not to speak what?
We're not the
so we cannot. Julius Malema, his name was. He was involved.
He's not the ANC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the ANC if you want to have those agreements.
Let's pause it there. Let's get in another perspective. I want to bring in clinical psychology.
Exactly. So before I step you, what these people are fighting for? What is the reason like this thing they are having it? Why they have this discussion? Is for what? Exactly. It's for what? Because of it's still like AfriForum. I don't want to lie. AfriForum will never fight for black people. Will never do so. You understand? They want them to always benefit every time, and black people lose. Black people lose. Black people lose while they are busy benefiting, taking. No, guys, you cannot allow things like that.
Apologists, Siphelele Nguze is joining us now. Siphelele, you have undertaken a study with regards to the psychological effects of struggle songs. Help us understand what did you...
We don't have to people make to understand. We don't have to make people to understand whether you understand, is a problem. But this thing, it means our history. It means where we're coming from. It means where our forefathers were experiencing during that time. You don't have to come here and make people to understand. You understand, you don't understand. That's not our problem. That's not our problem. You understand?
Fine. And given the conversation that we're currently having, the debate that you're having, how does it fit into the narrative? If you can unmute Siphelele. Go on. It seems that
thanks.
Go on, we got you.
Thank you very much. Okay, good. So, of course, I've undertaken a study on the...
These are people who want to share their opinion.
The psychological impact of struggle songs with former MK combatants, with an intention of really understanding what is the psychological impact that struggle songs have and have had in our struggle for liberation. What I found is that struggle songs have quite a potential of uniting and healing those that are engaged in the struggle.
Definitely. It's a memory. It's a memory. So like us, we must be like, so AfriForum, hey, this is a memory. Is a pain behind it that that our forefathers went through, and because of other people, I don't know, maybe apartheid make them feel like they are special or this kind of thing. They say like you cannot sing those songs. You cannot sing that songs because of like, I don't know, man. It's because of
they play a significant role also in identity and also in chanting a way forward in terms of nation building and also in terms of uniting.
Yeah, talking facts, man. I love people who talk things that make sense. You know, someone from Europe, someone from China can say like, oh, I understand why they have this debate. But not like what we saw, what we saw with EFF, no one will defeat the black nation. You know, like black people, they went there to say like, we are willing to die for our president. Our president is Julius Malema.
So in terms of the current debate, then I don't think that there is anything that is wrong with the singing of struggle songs, because we have to remember, in listening to the conversation between Sinao and the representative of AfriForum, the point that they seem to be emphasizing is the one of peace. But how then do we have peace without any form of justice? And
I love it. Love it. Oh, I'm tired. I love it. How can we move forward without making a peace, without the land, without coming back to our people? How can we make peace with that? So like now we are dealing with people who want to be ignorant, and this thing, if like the land is not returning, it's a thing of like black people are going to be poor for long, forever, not for long, forever, because of land is the only way to bring you up. Yes, we have affirmative action. Yes, we have BBE, but the land is only way to bring you up.
justice is also embedded in those struggle songs. So in order for us to build a nation, there are some uncomfortable conversations that we need to have. We can't just whitewash our history. We can't pretend as if it did not happen. Struggle songs are a reaction of oppression and also
facts. We can't act like apartheid never existed, right? We can't behave like they never stole our land, right? You can't behave like even today there are kids that are benefiting through the land is stolen. You understand? These are things that we need to, these are real talks that we need to have as people. You understand?
the dispossession of black people in terms of their land. So for us to move forward to build this nation that we all speak about, that is going to be united, non-racial and non-sexist and a prosperous society, we also have to be able to have such conversations without any fear. We also, the other thing that we have to also look into is what does white genocide do? It serves a particular function because it is non-existent. Let's just be honest about that.
Facts. It never existed. It never existed. It never existed. And he tell you like the thing they're talking about, it never existed. It never.
There's no white genocide in South Africa. There's no murder of farmers. There is more ethnic race that is higher than farm workers, for example. It's not there. Let's just rule that out.
Good. See the point about AfriForum. You see about the like if they believe, if they think, just imagine you're in a country, for example, as a black man going to Europe, like me as a black man going to Europe. And I see like in Europe, they attack our black people because I'm black. And when it's like that, I'll be like, yeah. And they call Africa, yeah, Africa. There's genocide in Europe. They say like, no, everyone is getting robbed. whether you're Chinese, whether you're white, whether you're Indian, everyone is getting robbed. Why you believe you guys will only get robbed? Unless there's a history that needs to be fixed. Unless there's a history that it needs to be fixed.
Statistic and scientific evidence other than just opinions that is there. Let's just take one study that was conducted in 2020. There's been quite a decrease of farm murders between 1998 and 2017 and 2018. There were 153 farm murders that happened in 1998. And in 2017 to 2018, there were only 47 that happened. So statistically, it does not happen. It does not exist. It's not there.
You see, I don't know why you are like this, man. Why AfriForum people are like, why AfriForum is like this? You don't want to see peace. Is AfriForum, we don't want to see peace, or don't want to see black people going forward? What is it between the two? Choose what is there between the two? You don't want peace, or you don't want to see black child going forward, or maybe like you don't want to see a black child getting their land back. What is the answer there? Is they don't want to see black people moving forward, or they don't want black people to get their land back? You understand?
Well, something that we touched on earlier on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Let them go on to what function does it serve, because there is also where I come in terms of what is the psychological impact of it. It serves as a justification point then when black people are going to be murdered, when black farm workers are murdered, there's going to be a justification that they intended to murder. So when people want to harm others, they then have a narrative that it is because of self-defense. So that is what it seeks to do. They want.
Oh, okay. Because there are lots of cases where like African are killing black people, and you say like based on that, they're going to say like, no, we're defending ourselves, blah 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 blah. They're going to say like, no, we're defending ourselves. They were trying to attack us. We're trying to do this, so we're defending ourselves. Blah 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 blah. Boo boo boo. You know, like those kind of issues. It's like, no, we were defending ourselves. They know something like that. Okay.
To justify the murder of black people because of this that they've used, and it also even international community, leave aside those that are very obsessed with white life, that intend to really spread the narrative that is non-existent. Look, man, let's just make an example. One example of 1994, a very pivotal moment in our country when Christian was murdered. When you go back to those videos, some of the songs say, it never happened. Nobody went on to murder Boaz at that particular moment. So if there was really a need to murder white people at that moment, would have done it at that time. It did not.
Fact. Spelling goose, clinical security. So like, we had a chance. You understand? We had a chance. We had a chance during 1994 when their forefathers were killing our mothers, our sisters, taking our land, torturing us. We had a chance to fight back because we are not like their forefathers. We never done something like that. Wow, this is so powerful. This is so powerful. So like we had a chance to do so, but we never do it. Based on the history and based on what was happening during that time. Based on what was happening with our history and based on what was happening during that time. So like we had that that thing, but we never done it.
Happen. But there's a narrative that they want to push in our society that they are in danger, therefore it justifies them murdering black people. A month ago, there's somebody that went on to social media and said that they should have done to Kwedemantashe what they did to Chrisan. AfriForum did not say anything about that.
Mr. Nguse, got your point. Thank you very much for your contribution. Siem Tanda, not a fan of your shirt, but we'll still give you a voice. What's your input? If you can unmute Siem Tanda.
Let's go Siem Tanda. We don't have time. Let's go Siem Tanda. We don't have time. What is your point, sir? What is your point, sir? We are dealing with serious issues here. We are dealing with serious issues here. What is your point, sir?
Can you hear me?
Got you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, so from the African Research Desk, in 2020, there were 21,325 murders, 1,061 in households, and 49 in farms.
Nguse, no, why is not sending essay? What this guy is doing?
97% of farms in the country are owned by white people. So the chance.
Fact. You see, like when we're listening to people who did the research, man. People who.
Chances of if there's a crime, there's a farm murder, chances are it's gonna be a white person. Black lives are also lost in farms. Would we then say Uguti the song was the cause for that? I don't think so.
Siem Tanda, thank
you. And we don't say that you guys don't. They do say it. They do say it. I wanted to say like you guys, we don't go and say like this song you know, but I realized they do say it. I realized that. But bro.
Thank you very much indeed. Nomtebo, let's hear you. If you can unmute Nomtebo. There we go.
Nomtebo, your speaker. Sorry. Nomtebo, your speaker, please fix your speaker. We're talking about serious matters here.
All right, it seems that we're having a bit of an issue with Nomtebo's line. Let's try one more time, Nomtebo. No. Menzi, let's give you a chance.
Good evening. My say is this, what else would they say we should stop singing? I personally study using struggle songs. I listen to the EFF album by Dr. Ndlozi while studying because it re-energizes me. It tells me that I'm fighting as an African child. What else would they say we shouldn't watch? Would they censor our YouTube channels? What else would they tell us to stop doing? That's my problem, because this is one of the signs of cancel culture that white people do. Tell us to stop doing things, don't do that, because it affects them. But what about our struggles?
Wow, man. Wow, what a beautiful point. What a beautiful point. These guys like they're going to tell us what to do next. If you're going to listen to them, say like, we are not feeling comfortable. Next time I'm going to tell you, don't listen to Julius Malema. Next I'm going to tell you, don't do this. Next I'm going to tell you, don't do this. So like, no. So these things start little bit. They're going to tell you like, now, don't do this, don't do this, do this, do this, do this. So like, no. But for me, I will never allow something like, it makes sense because of, it's not like now. So like, no, don't listen to this, don't watch this, don't do this. Don't do this, don't do this. You understand? It's not there. And then based on this guy point, he said, man, I'm telling you, he said a beautiful point. He said a beautiful point ever. For that, man, too much respect.
That's my say.
All right. Menzi, thank you. Kim, let's hear from you, then Sheldon.
Good evening. And what a wonderful program. Brilliance is always from the EFF leadership. And I say, I speak on this forum as a very ashamed white South African, as I am.
Disappoint them, white lady. Disappoint AfriForum, white lady. Disappoint them. So like, people say, so Africa, that's now after 30 years where you can see South Africa start to belong to black people. But there's only thing one left is the land. You understand?
Every day, because we have the AfriForum individuals speaking about the EFF having no morals, but it is white South Africans who have had no moral compass, that we have never accounted for the great atrocities that we committed against black South Africans. And now the white man still has the arrogance to speak about what a black child should sing. It's absolutely...
Yes. Just imagine. So like this we can see like even like now we still have white. So even like now we still have white men going to tell black child not to sin, not to do this. It's like it's apartheid. It's no longer apartheid. Then I say yes. So like it's no longer apartheid. So like yes, she's right. Look, this guy's like yo. It's like yo. She's speaking facts. It's like yo. But I don't know what's happening with this Wi-Fi.
Outrageous. I mean, this is the height of white supremacy that we're still having 30 years into democracy. I'm ashamed and I'm horrified that a white man still thinks he governs this country and he can tell black, thinking, brilliant young youth what to believe. Before I go, I want to say I was a member of the EFF in 2014. I went to many rallies, huge rallies all over the country. And I was never, I felt comfortable, welcome, safe. So
Only red points. Only points after points.
Propaganda of the white man, which we've had in this country for centuries under colonialism, is a pandemic that, thank goodness, the young progressive youth of this country are going to snap out, and it must stop. It is absolute nonsense. But the point I'd like to emphasize is the perpetual arrogance of whiteness. There's an immorality in that, and shame on you.
Kim, thank you very much indeed. I want to take Sheldon before we take a break, and then we'll get our guests to respond. Sheldon?
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So for me, I firmly denounce the Kill the Boer song and any form of hate speech that promotes violence and animosity towards any racial group. It is essential to foster a culture of respect, tolerance, and understanding amongst our diverse communities, first of all. We need to promote unity, peaceful coexistence.
Dog, we will not be told what to do. We're not told what to do, what to say. Whenever people come and tell us, you must say this, you must sing this, you must say things like this, don't say this, don't say this. We'll never tolerate something like that. We are not our forefathers. Yes, we can come here with that good spirit. You're not allowed to say this, you're not allowed to say this, ha ha ha. Yes, don't include us to your business. Don't include to us your business, because of us will never will tolerate something like that. Yes, you can tolerate it, like you said, but like history matter, and we are in this situation today because of the situation. You understand? We're in this issue. We're in this situation because of our situation. What happened during apartheid?
Should be our goal, and we must work together to build bridges of communication. Encouraging songs or messages to incite violence, any perpetuation or hinder the progress of towards a more inclusive harmonious society.
Oh, this was full though. The stadium was full. People say like, hey, 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 chepo, chepo, chepo. Hey, 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 chepo, chepo, chepo. Hey, hey, hey.
So I'm just saying, let us embrace more dialogue, education, and compassion to create a better society.
There's a dialogue though. When you want to hear a problem, you're going to be a problem.
All of our.
We're going to take in a short while. Does the song enhance democracy or does it taint democracy? More next.
It's topic. This is topic. You understand? I think like media industry was making money stuff like it's always the debates, always problem after problem. So like this is the end of the video. Thanks so much for people who show up and appreciate me when we talk about the history of South Africa and what happened. How can we fix it? You understand? I would like to say thanks so much. We are moving forward. Leave my Vascom alone, man. My name's MD the Cat Dog. I do the most every day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so I can stay motivated and keep on showing up. Stay tuned. I love you so much. Boyini emakaya, bayini emoko.